We recently got the chance to talk about the coordinate plane, and the next couple of terms are going to be kind of building off of our understanding of the coordinate plane and what it means to plot points and lines on that coordinate plane, on that x and y axis, in those four quadrants that we create with that x and that y axis. And one of the first things that we get the chance to talk about here is scatter plot. Now, a scatter plot is simply a graph of pairs of numbers that represent real-life situations. It is a way to analyze the relationship between two quantities. Okay? These pairs of numbers, they're expressed with an x and a y coordinate point. And we get to plot that point onto our coordinate plane, what we talked about previously. So when you graph that pair of numbers, that x and y pair of numbers, we get data, and we get to see that data laid out before us, and we can analyze the relationship between different quantities or different amounts of data. What you'll see to the right here is an example of a scatter plot. Here I have a y-axis, and here I have an x-axis. And on that x and y-axis, we can see many different pairs of numbers, data points that are strewn about. You can see the data points are represented by these individual blue dots. And these blue dots just represent different quantities. And the main thing to take away from understanding scatter plots is the correlation of that data. Taking a look at the data, and we'll talk about correlation individually, but there are three different examples of correlation within scatter plots. A plot can have positive correlation, can have negative correlation, or it can have no correlation. In this case, we can see that the data moves up. In general, that scatter plot, the data is moving generally up, or in a positive direction. So this would be an example of positive correlation, positive data correlation.